Hello. I once read a quote, supposedly by the Christian leader Tony Campolo, that said mixing religion and politics is like mixing ice cream and manure. It doesn't do much to the manure, but it sure does ruin the ice cream. It's a great quote, as I think that it definitely conjures up a vivid mental image. However, I am more enamoured with the quote from one of my heroes, Archbishop Desmond Tutu. He once said, "When people say that religion and politics don't mix, I wonder which Bible they are reading." Now, I think that if anyone knows how religion and faith and God can transform the political sphere and bring about more justice and compassion, then he does. These issues are on my mind because on Wednesday, the illegal migration bill had its second reading in the House of Lords. Some people have made comparisons in the past with the UK and Iraq, in that both countries have spiritual leaders involved in their lawmaking bodies. Clearly, such a comparison is not for favourable reasons. However, I would be inclined to agree with Archbishop Tutu that faith and people of faith can bring the seasoning of justice and compassion to political debate. And I think that is what occurred on Wednesday and at other times with this particular issue. Archbishop Justin Welby seldom speaks in the House of Lords, as he tends to leave that to the other bishops, so that he can preserve more neutrality in matters of law and politics. However, he was moved to speak this Wednesday in this particular debate. He attacked the government's migration plans, saying that they risked great damage to the UK's reputation. He also said that the illegal migration bill would not stop small boat crossings and that it failed in our moral responsibility towards refugees. Archbishop Welby acknowledged that we need a bill to reform migration. We need a bill to stop the boats. We need a bill to destroy the evil tribe of traffickers. But he went on to say, the tragedy is that without much change, this is not that bill. The Bishop of Durham, the Right Reverend Paul Butler, said on Wednesday that the bill posed fundamental questions about who we are as a nation. And he said that he hoped that amendments would help it to better reflect hope and deeper humanity. He went on to argue that as the bill stood, the state will view a child or a pregnant woman first and foremost as individuals subject to immigration control, not as an innocent child or a vulnerable mother due to give birth. Last month, the Archbishop of York, Stephen Cottrell, said that the illegal migration bill amounts to cruelty without purpose. He recognised that there have to be limits on the numbers of refugees and asylum seekers that one country can take, but that this needs to be managed in a just, transparent and humane way, saying criminalising the world's most vulnerable people is an immoral and inept way of responding. Archbishop Stephen believes that Christians are morally bound to find ways of welcoming the stranger and feeding the hungry. He added, "This does not mean that anything goes, but it does mean everyone counts." As I looked more into this issue, I discovered that last month, over 1,500 local church leaders from across the UK joined senior church leaders from the Baptist Union, the Methodist Church and the United Reformed Church in issuing a joint statement expressing opposition to the bill. Within their statement, it says that the proposed law is completely incompatible with our Christian conviction that all human beings are made in the image of God and are therefore inherently worthy of treatment that honours their dignity. Going on to say, if ever there was a contemporary example of ignoring our neighbour and walking by on the other side, this is it. So, lots of powerful words that I am going to allow to speak for themselves. But I will end by saying that I pray that we as individuals and we as a nation may follow the example of sacrificially helping our neighbour, whoever they may be, just as the Good Samaritan did. Bless you all.